We have two different formats for our shopping list. This first one you see is the default one that you'll see, and it'll have national average pricing. The second one that we do is for those that are going to use their order guide and be importing their order guide. That format's going to look like this. And I'm going to go over both of these. We will go back to the first one, and I'll come back to this one in a minute. On this one, you're going to see a date beginning and a date ending, and both formats have this, where you're going to tell the program what date range you need your food for. It can be a week at a time, every other week. It can be for a specific time. So let's say we want to go from Sunday the 15th to Thursday the 19th. What the program's going to do is it's going to go look at your menu for this date range, and it's going to go look at your production numbers, how many people you're going to be serving, and it's going to take that information and tell you exactly all the ingredients you need. This is the detailed listing below, and it's in categories. You'll see baking supplies and dairy and produce and so on, and it tells you exactly what you need. If you hover over any of these ingredients like basil, it'll tell you how many recipes in your shopping list are going to be needing that basil. So there's 2 in this one. You can just hover over and click on it, and it'll tell you the 2 recipes that you need, and that can come handy as you do your shopping. The columns here are the ingredient name. It will have the quantity you need. It's the exact quantity. The national average price, if you could buy it for that exact quantity. And so what you're going to do is you're going to print this list off, and you just click on print selected items. It's going to open up a PDF file, and it'll tell you what ingredient you need and how much you need. So this, for instance, it says baking powder you need 9 ounces. And you're going to decide if it's in your inventory or not. If you don't need it, you can just cross this off your list. If you do need it, you're going to go buy in bulk, and you buy it where you want to buy it and how much you need. Now to get out of this PDF file, we're just going to click on the back arrow. If I do not want certain items on my shopping list because they are in my inventory, you can just turn these off and then print your selected items, and it'll just show you which ones you have check marked. So it's up to you how you do that. You can also export your list to a spreadsheet. And these other 2 buttons are just to select everything or select none. So you can kind of manipulate this any way you want. As you scroll down to the bottom, you will see that there's notes, and there'll be sub-notes, like for here, the vegetable base is 17, and I can match this up down here. It'll tell me a little bit more about that ingredient. You can add additional categories in a row. So I added a category called cleaning, and I added an item called soap, and you can put pricing in there. You can add as many rows as you want and as many categories. They're just additional items that you can put here to remember for your shopping list, and it'll always be there. So we want to jump back over to the other format, which is if you're using your order guide, and make sure you talk to us about this and how this may or may not be work for in your situation. But what you're going to see is the ingredient, again, listed here. It's going to have your UPC code, the quantity that you need, and then this is your vendor ingredient from your distributor. And you need to match the Grove Menus ingredient over here with your order guide. And you just click on the down arrow. And if I want to look for flour, for example, I'm just going to type flour, and I'm going to pick this second one, and it's matching flour with this. Now you only have to do this one time. Once you do that, it'll remember it. You certainly can change it as you need to. There's going to be a column on how it's packaged, and then how many things you want and the price. So if I'd like to have these breadcrumbs, I can say 1, and maybe the flour, I want 2 of these, and so on. You just tell the program how many you need, match these, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and here at the bottom it'll have your total. And some of you are going to have a box down here that has a button that you can order your food from. It just goes right to your distributor. So maybe you're using DSSI, for example. You'll see a little button here. You can click on it. It'll send your shopping list to DSSI, and then you can log on there and order. You might have other situations that way, but the point being is that you can order from Grove Menus through to your distributor. So if you have any questions on this, give us a call and we'll be glad to help you.